Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are playing Pixel Party. So in case you didn't know, I'm like 6'1", which is like, fairly tall. It's not the tallest you could be, but like it's still like, it's a good height. It's a reasonably sized height for being tall. Everything is incredibly loud and very annoying. But the thing about being very tall that nobody tells you is it's really annoying to be this tall, actually. I want, give. Oh, okay, sure. That's fine, because I'm on the right color. But the thing, they don't tell you that being tall is actually, like, incredibly annoying. Like, okay, so for context, I hit 5 feet tall when I was in, like, 4th grade, and I hit 6 feet tall when I was, like, in 6th or 7th grade, so in middle school. I'm tall. I'm a very tall human being. And it's got its pros and cons. Pros, I get to assert my dominance over anybody I want because I'm just taller than them all. Con, it's very hard to find pants. I mean, like, if that's the major con, then my life is pretty good, but that's still, like, a pretty major con because pants are kind of important, for clothing. Pants and other things, just in general. But, yeah, so, like, I went to, when I was in middle school, I had to get some clothing for these debates we were doing because it was like part of graduation requirement for middle school or something like that, was we had to do a debate. I'm not going to make it over there, am I? But the girl who was like helping us out, I was like, oh, so I need to get some like, some nicer clothes. And she's like, oh my God, are you graduating? I'm like, no, it's for debates. And she was like, oh, okay, wrong color. And she was like, oh, okay, it's debate club. I'm like, no, I'm not a high schooler. I'm not. I'm just very tall for my age, or just in general. That's the thing, is I don't know if that's due to height or anything. Like, I think that if you're just that tall, people assume you're older than you are. And like, the thing about being this tall is like, yes, I played basketball and volleyball. Like, what did you expect of me? I'm an incredibly tall kid. Like, of course I'm gonna be playing the sports that tall kids play. Like, that's just how it goes, right? Like, everybody says you can't teach height, and it's true. Like, people want a tall kid on their team. Like, it just happens. But it's so annoying to try and find clothing, because like, pants are the major one, right? Pants are incredibly hard to find because they might fit me, but they're always too short. Like, the thing about clothing especially is like, a lot of places clothing is like, oh yeah, we serve tall women. Our tall section starts at 5'9". I'm like, you think that 5'9" is tall? 5'9" is average. Like, if I go up to a person and they're 5'9", I'm like, oh, you're a normal height human being. You are a human being who is of a normal height. Like, I know that, like, the actual, like, average human height is, like, what, 5'6", like, for women, or at least, like, but if you're 5'9", you're average. Like, that's how I see it. If you're anything other than 5'9", you're short. If you're my height, you're average. That's how I see it. But when their tall section starts at 5'9", it's still hard to find like pants, because you gotta get like a tall inseam. You gotta get specifically tall inseams, and sometimes the tall inseams aren't necessarily tall enough. It's always a risk. Like, some people gamble to get that adrenaline rush. I buy clothing online because I don't know if people belong enough. I don't know. That's where I get my adrenaline rush, is from buying clothes that I don't know if they'll fit me or not. The thing about like pants as well, like, they're just like, it's so like, I always see like these cool, wrong color. God, dark gray and black look so similar. So yeah, pants are always a risk. Like, even like I've bought some pants over like the years, and I was like, these are good pants, and then I got to college and I was like, wait, these are actually way too short for me. These actually don't fit me properly. And like, I bought some overalls last year because I'm like, I actually want to get some overalls, because I haven't worn overalls since I was a child, because overalls are for children, obviously. But they came in longs. I'm like, great, lovely. Because if they didn't come in longs, they would not fit me. Like, not only do I have long legs, I've got a really long torso as well, which, makes everything even harder, like in terms of shirts. It means that shirts don't fit me either, which is really fun. Like, imagine like just not being able to find clothing anywhere. So especially with the trend of like shorter or cropped shirts right now, doesn't work for me. Doesn't work. They show up and they're just like way too short. They don't fit me properly. And like I'm all for like crop shirt fashion. Like I would love to get some crop shirts that actually fit me, but none of them do. Because I have long legs and a long torso and none of it works out well for me. This isn't meant to be complaining. This is very much meant to be complaining, I guess. But it's not. I mean, it's not all bad. It is really nice. Like walking around, being the tallest in the room, asserting my dominance, especially over like the men who are shorter than me because they're all short. Like I'm like in the top 99th percentile of women's height. I mean, like I'm 6'1". I'm in the top 96th percentile for men's height, which I think is really funny. I think it's just really good that I'm like, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. I was on the right color. But I think it's really funny that I'm still in the top 90th percentile, even for like men. Like I think I always forget like how tall I am. And then I see somebody else who's my height and I'm like, oh, so that's what it's like to be me. Okay. That's what it's like to see me in a room. Gotcha. I think the most interesting thing to me about like being this tall is like hearing about hearing about YouTubers' heights. Like if I hear about like, I don't know, like Tommy and it being like 6'1", I'm like, no, actually, you're wrong. Because I look at this kid and like, sure, he looks tall, but he doesn't look like that tall. Like he's not that tall. I'm tall. I will come out and say I'm probably taller than Tommy in it. At least I want to be, because I think that would be really funny. Like, but like there are some people like you watch like Mumbo Jumbo and he's like 6'5" and I'm like, hello, like truly, what are they putting in like Minecraft or water that makes so many of them so tall? Like it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous, and I've obviously been drinking it as well, but how are people like just not the average height? Like I don't know. How are people? It gives me whiplash anytime I learn anything about anyone, but especially learning that like people are tall. Like Grant O'Brien from College Humor is supposedly 6'9". You see him walk next to people. He's huge. He's so tall. Like again, this is me like also realizing how I look to other people. I mean, given Grant is supposedly 6'9" and I'm nowhere near that height. But still, it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. It's like, where does he find pants? That's what I want to know. I want to know where all the people who like are like actually like crazy tall find pants. Because like, if they could send them to me. Because like I would like some good pants, please. Thank you. I have found like good luck with American Eagle. Hashtag not sponsored. Hashtag not sponsored at all. If they wanted to sponsor me, I'd be happy. Because they have pants that actually fit me. I got these, my favorite, like, I've got these colored pants, these green pants, like green cargo pants from American Eagle. They're so comfortable. And I got these other ones that I got from Old Navy, these jeans. They're literally the most comfortable jeans I've ever had in my entire life. They're like these wide leg, like, they're comfy. They're so comfy. And there goes everything I've ever done in my life. And now I'm dead. But it's worth it for the jeans. Like, anytime I find, like, jeans or pants that are my length, I'm very happy. Because it's a very rare occurrence. But yeah, again, it's asserting your dominance is always fun. And being the person who can reach the top shelf is also very good. Anyway, thank you for watching this and hearing me rant about being tall and other tall people and how I am superior to all of them because I'm taller than all of them. Definitely, for sure. Hashtag not clickbait. Hashtag not lying. Hashtag truths only. I don't even know, man. Let me know in the comments what you want to see next. If you want to see more Pixel Party and you want to see TNT Run, party games, whatever. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye. Oh, make sure to like and subscribe and do all that good stuff and whatever. I don't know. It's YouTuber words. I think it's like, for me, it's like 60% of my viewers aren't actually subscribed. So if that's not you, make sure you subscribe. You can always change your mind later.